that will play this fall at this point, which is good. First time since I've been here that I haven't had to wait for 2 guys. We're grading every single play that they do, creating competition in the room. We'll grade all spring, and then obviously in the fall camp as we keep figuring out how this deal's going to go. So that obviously today was practice 4, second day in pads, and so we'll go up and watch film. But we'll keep progressing day by day and get better. Details, fundamentals. We got to get more running backs on special teams involved in that, which will help the overall cause. We got to be tougher. We got to take care of the ball and really, put ourselves in position where we can be a position of strength. That's it. Time's yours.
How hard or easy is it? What's the degree of difficulty for a young or a new running back coming in to learn everything?
Well, obviously Gabe and Marquise are the 2 new guys that have come in, and it just takes time. It just takes time to be able to learn, how, what's happening pre-snap, what's happening post-snap, where the ball might hit, where our pass protections are, the timing of screens. You got to be able to do a lot as a running back here. And so it just takes time. You can't speed up time. So it's good that the guys are getting plenty of reps, and we'll continue to watch the film. They need to watch film on their own because I can't get through every single play due to the hour rules. But what does it mean to you? You're going to take more time to be a student of the game because those are the guys that are going to have the best chance of putting themselves in position to be successful.
How's Marquise done so far, and how similar was USC's offense to what you guys do? How easy is he able to translate over? Well,
the pass protection was definitely easy for him. He because they threw the ball a lot. Some of the running concepts were similar. He's picked it up really well. He takes a lot of notes. He's engaged, really, watching what's happening. And the key, especially with these new guys, is when the play's going. We should get 2 reps every time. The person actually doing it and the guys that aren't in should be getting a mental rep. But it's been a fairly easy transition for him. And him is just keep every day going out there and learning what's happening and getting in the film room. But there's definitely, some positive things that he brings to the table.
Do you have like a depth chart? Is there a favorite to start right now?
Well, I'm not putting anybody. No, the cart is not going to be ahead of the horse here. It's we're gonna just keep playing and keep practicing. There isn't a bell cow, so to speak. We're gonna find who those guys are going to be, because we can't just have one guy. We got to have multiple guys that can execute our offense. Obviously, when it's all said and done, we get ready to play Illinois. It'll shake itself out, but. I'm not ready to anoint anybody yet. That's the beauty of spring ball. There's a lot of opportunity for good reps and getting guys better.
Are Sevion and Ronald healthy, and are they participating full-time in practice?
Yeah. I mean, Sevion, that was the deal. Last year he was rolling and then ended up getting COVID, then was knocked out for 3 weeks. Then trying to get back with a week left, it was just hard to get him going. If he wouldn't have got knocked out with COVID last year, I think he definitely could have contributed toward the end of the year when we were a little thin at that position. But Ronald had a good offseason. He's done some good things so far. And again, every time those guys go out there, it's a competition in everything that they do. That's why I'm grading every single thing to make sure that it's very clear who the consistent guys are in the room.
What happened to Tompkins? Because he was a number 2 running back to start the year. He kind of played in the first game, and then he really tailed off and just didn't play. We figured he was hurt.
There was a piece of a little nagging injury that he dealt with, and so it's just a matter of getting over those type of things, and. That's the thing. We created competition, and then we lost Diedrich, and so it was just kind of a chaotic deal. Marvin played some. We ended up getting fairly thin just due to various deals, but we have everybody out there now in terms of our scholarship numbers and everything, which is good. And we got some good walk-ons too. Cooper Jewett and Jacques Yant, Winemaster have all done some really good things as well as walk-ons.
How would you assess, like, when you sized up last year in your room, what did you think of it? How would you assess it?
It wasn't good enough, obviously, just from a, we got to get more production out of that position. We have to. We got to be able to run the ball and be consistent in seeing our cuts and being able to really be an asset to our offense. Obviously, the last game, you saw it. We ran the ball more, and Diedrich had a really good game. That's kind of how we want this deal to go. Just for various reasons, injuries, inconsistencies, we weren't consistent at that position. So I got to get it right. We got to get it right. I feel good that we have everybody here. Now it's just a matter, we got to go out and practice to get it right.
Coach Austin was saying last week that you guys have tweaked some stuff to get running backs downhill a little faster without giving away the farm. Can you go into a little bit more detail about kind of what you guys have changed?
Well, it's a matter of some of our footwork stuff that we're doing. I think will allow us to get more downhill. Some presentation things will allow us to get more downhill, and some of the different run concepts that we're doing. So we've definitely have added a few new wrinkles that I think will help. But we got to iron all that out. And just like everybody adds little things, they experiment with some things in the spring. But we've got to be able to be a downhill physical team. And that's something that's a point of emphasis. It starts up front, starts at the receiver position, starts at the tight end position, and then my guys hitting it downhill and getting, this is a league where 4 yards is a good play. So we got to be able to make sure that we're not in long yardage situations. So that first and second down production is very key. You got to be able to run the ball.
How does pads help you grade the running backs? What do you learn when you get to this part of practice?
Well, it helps with every position, right, because of the fits up front. Now we do a really good job with helmets being able to get things done, but with pads, the run fits are better. And then I can see who's running with pad leverage, hitting it downhill, protecting the ball because the defense is coming in and putting a helmet on the ball. Last year we fumbled the ball one time at the running back position. That's one too many. We'll continue to stress that. Turnovers, I think we were 100 and whatever it was in the country. We can't turn the ball over. That is a point of emphasis. We don't turn the ball over. It's a whole different narrative. So we, as a whole offense, cannot turn the ball over, so we can see who can take care of the ball when you get pads on, who can get low, who can really see the run, where the run's going to hit. So we'll continue to, that's the beauty of spring ball. I love being able to get out there and compete and have pads on, and our defense is flying around doing a good job. So we're getting a good look from that end. Now we just got to continue to fix mistakes and the details.
Right, how have you seen Marquise in his physical adjustment? Obviously, he's coming off some time at USC where he's had some injuries, turf toe and ankle. Is he full go? What's he like out there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that you can see when the ball is downhill, he can hit it downhill. I mean, he's a downhill runner. I think he'll definitely give us that element, which we definitely need from an older guy. He's played in a big-time college football. I think against Notre Dame, he might have had 100 yards rushing in that game or 90-some yards. So he definitely gives us a guy with experience and playing in some big-time games. But he's going to have to go out there and compete just like everybody else. But you definitely can see that he's a guy that can definitely be physical and hit it downhill.
What's your secret on the fumbles? What are you doing with that group that maybe is leading to the lack of fumbles?
What's that? I'm sorry.
What's your secret on having so few fumbles?
It's a point of emphasis, SIP, every day. We coach it in warm-ups. We coach it in the team stuff. We coach it in the film room. I mean, it's an everyday occurrence. If we do fumble it, we pay rent after practice. We do push-ups. We do different things. There's a consequence behind it. And we just can't have balls on the ground. We don't tolerate it. We don't tolerate it as an offense. Every position's got to keep getting better at it, because multiple people carry the ball, obviously, in our offense. But from our end, every time in film, we're looking at the detail of ball carrying technique, and if you have bad ball carrying technique, that's a minus in the grading deal with us. And obviously, if you fumble it, it's a 0. And that's even in warm-ups when guys are doing stretch, they have a ball. We're trying to pop the ball out. Just everything they do, we're trying to pop the ball out because we just cannot turn the ball over.
Do you see a sense of urgency with a guy like Ramir Johnson? I guess he's one of the oldest guys in the front.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big year for Ramir. He's put on some weight in the off season. So he's obviously one of the older kids in the program in terms of the running back room. So this will be a big year for him coming up. Again, that's part of the competition. Let's see. There were some good things last year that he did. Then there's some things that we've got to get fixed. I need him to be more consistent in his everyday approach in terms of being out on the field.
Is your room where you want it right now? I mean, is it compared to the previous couple of years?
Well, I definitely have more depth. I definitely have more guys to work with. We have Marvin going through his first off season. You have Savion going through his first off season. You have Stepp going through his first off season with us. Jaquez Yant first off season. Gabe Irvins should be in high school right now. We're not going to use any inexperience as an excuse. There is no excuses. We got to grow up and we got to make it happen. But the good thing is we have everybody here. I'm not waiting on 2 more guys, 3 more guys, another guy. We're all here. So now we got to be able to go out and grow up and get it done.
Who's impressed you so far?
Ronald's done some good things. Gabe Irvin has done some good things as a freshman, but he's a freshman, so he's got, it might be 3 good things and 1 thing we got to fix. Marquise. I mean, they've all done at times good things. But again, we're going to grade everything, and nobody should feel great about themselves until they're consistent in everything that they do. So I know who I can count on.
Who's Gabe remind you of as a running back? Like, have you had a guy like him before he seems like he can do a lot of things running?
Yeah, he's a guy that has really good feet. He's got really good vision. He's really smooth in what he does. He's slippery. He can get through there on different things. He catches the ball well. And it means something to him. He wants to be really, really good. He's mad when he doesn't execute a play right. And that's what I want. I want guys where it bothers the heck out of you if you don't do it right.
He came here kind of sight unseen. Like he didn't visit here prior to committing, right?
No. I mean, we were able to. That was kind of the last spring where we were able to kind of see from an evaluation period. But we had a great relationship with his family, great relationship with him. He's a great kid. He does great in the classroom so far. He put on 8 pounds, I think, since he's been here. He's long, and he's a guy that can run.
What kind of challenges are presented to you guys as a staff just because of some of the changes to JUCO ball?
Say that again.
What kind of challenges are presented just by the changes of JUCO ball for you guys in recruiting that level?
Well, obviously, a lot of them are playing in the spring. That's my Saturday nights when my kids go to bed. I'm watching games on my phone, which is fun. There's going to be some kids that are going to be May guys. There's going to be some kids that will definitely be December guys the next year. The thing that for those guys, a little bit, is how many schools have initial scholarships left. That's the deal. So there might be an opportunity for us to get some waiver wire acquisitions where a guy might have to walk on for a semester or a year and earn his keep. So we're definitely going to be looking at that. But it's a different deal. It's a different deal. Those guys will have a quick turnaround, just like the FCS schools that are playing. But it definitely is different. But I'm in constant communication with JUCO guys to make sure I know who they got, because there's some transfers that came in and some of the kids that redshirted for them. So this will be a big week for that, because a lot of the schools have a couple games under their belt. So I want to follow up and see if there's anybody that has risen to be worthy of an evaluation.
One more for Coach if there is. All good?
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Nothing, Greg? Lakers?
He asked my question for me.
Gotcha.